say grief is love with nowhere to go. But what if it found its way back? Elias had lived in silence for 2 years. The kind of silence that hums behind the ears. The kind that fills rooms like fog. Ever since the accident, time had melted into sameness, days of dust, unopened windows, and cups of untouched tea. His daughter, Lily, was only 7. She had the brightest eyes, the kind that saw wonder in puddles, dragons in clouds, and music in raindrops. When she died in a car crash on the way home from school, Elias's world folded in on itself. He stopped believing in anything, in fate, in purpose, even in God. But on what would have been her 9th birthday, Elias did something strange. He sat at the old kitchen table, the one with her crayon marks still etched in the wood, and he wrote her a letter. He didn't know why. It wasn't for therapy. It wasn't to move on. It was to speak. My sweet Lily, not a day goes by that I don't think of you. I don't know where you are or if you're anywhere at all. But if by some miracle you can hear me, I just want to say I'm sorry I wasn't there. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. And I hope you're not afraid. I hope you remember how much I love you. He folded the letter and placed it under her favorite stuffed rabbit, still perched on her tiny bed. Then he left the room, closing the door like sealing a prayer. That night he dreamed of stars, but not in the sky. They were beneath his feet, like scattered fireflies lighting a silver path. At the end of it stood a tree, glowing, ancient, and silent. From one of its branches hung an envelope. When he reached for it, he woke, breathless. It was just a dream, until he walked past Lily's room the next morning. The rabbit had moved, and beneath it was a folded note. The paper was old, but not aged. Smooth, yet unfamiliar. It read, "Dear Daddy, please don't be sad anymore. I'm not lost. You gave me the best hugs, remember? I still feel them in the stars. Sometimes I sit on the moon and swing my legs, and I watch you paint. You don't smile when you do it now, but I still love your paintings. Tell Mom it's okay to sing again." The house misses her voice. "Oh, and thank you for keeping Mr. Bunny safe. I'm not afraid. I never was. Because love never ends. Not even here. Love. Lily." Elias collapsed into the chair, not from fear, not even from disbelief, but from something he hadn't felt in years, peace. He showed no one the letter. He didn't need to. Something in him shifted. A window opened. He painted again. He smiled when it rained. And once, he stood barefoot in the garden just to feel the earth say hello. Years later, Elias was asked during a gallery interview, "What inspired your return to art after such a loss?" He paused, then smiled softly and said, "I received a letter from the stars, and it reminded me love doesn't leave. It just learns to speak in quieter ways,